pretty sure they had a saxophone on that record, which was pretty fucking dope, or something like that. I can't remember. I'm a little. Kyle got me a little stoned, so.
I'm really stoned, so don't worry about it.
We want to ask like Dave or the band to get on here, and we don't want them to feel slighted. But dude, I'm starstruck anytime I talk to those dudes. Honestly, Sweeney's the most like down to earth one we talk to.
Yes. They're all around her, honestly.
Yeah. No, I didn't mean it like that.
I just saw Eric last weekend. Oh, this weekend just passed.
Oh, Lanice is my boy.
You know.
Which Eric?
They're just, you know. He's Eric. He's Dave. He's Sweeney.
Yeah.
You know.
And Sarge. Does Sarge have a different job too?
I have never talked to Sarge.
Shut up, dude.
Oh.
For real?
I have never talked to Sarge. I've only talked to Matt once.
Matt's a cool dude.
Matt's cool.
We're working on getting him on a record, so that's pretty cool.
He tried to beat me up, so we have an issue.
Oh, he does that from time to time.
Gets a little aggressive, you know.
Yeah, he is.
Slapping that bass,
Yeah.
just, you know, gets his adrenaline going.
It's something in the flannels. I swear. It brings out the Ice Cube side of him.
He teaches at the college my wife works at.
He teaches?
He's a music teacher.
Damn, that's dope.
Yeah, he's a music teacher. He's worked at the, I don't know, you have to ask him how long he's worked in there, but he works over at I think he's a professor over at Kenyon College.
We're signing up.
Wow,
Signing
yeah,
up
hey,
for classes.
taking music theory next
Yeah, we'll
year.
be in there.
Let's go. Professor, hey Matt, if any of your students get out of line, I'm smacking them across the head. That's for sure.
Yeah, I think he teaches like music or bass or something. And he does private music lessons there at
Where did this rumor about Katz being a professor at the Ohio State University come from?
Which cats?
Dave Katz.
Well, you know,
Is there a cat?
he was teaching horticulture for a while.
Oh, also, who's the best singer out of Dave Katz's family, including Dave Katz? Ooh, silence.
Well, I remember his dad can fucking carry it too.
Oh, no, the old man. No way, let's go.
We're getting.
Let's go.
Maybe we don't need Dave. Maybe we
Do
need
you know
old
Dave's
man
dad's
cats.
name?
Dave.
No way.
Duh.
Dave's a junior?
Not technically, because you cannot name a junior in the Jewish faith.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I believe Dave is named after an uncle who's named Dave.
That's cool. Oh, so you literally can't name your kid after you in the Jewish faith? Or, well, like...
No, I can't name my kid Jeff Jr.
Oh, okay. But if you had a family member named Jeff, you could name him Jeff.
Right, because there's also something that goes with the name as well.
Damn, Dave's
No.
dad is the shit.
So his dad's name was Dave. All the kids' names begin with D. The
That's
mom's
cool.
name begins with D. They're all begin with D.
Is Dave younger, or is he kind of in the middle?
Dave is the oldest.
Dave is the
Oh.
oldest. Ooh.
Yes,
Yeah.
Dave's the oldest.
Cool. I don't see. Do they come? Maybe they've been in our vicinity. See, I'm so new to the scene. I was probably standing next to his brothers at the last show. I have no idea.
You probably have met Daniel, his brother. He's younger. The middle brother. He comes to Hookahvilles quite a bit.
Okay. Does he look like Dave?
Yeah, he lives up in Cleveland. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
he's an excellent attorney.
What? Was he ever
And the
his
younger
attorney?
brother, I think the younger brother lives in New York City and is involved in Broadway and productions.
Oh my god, dude.
Like I said, it's a really talented family.
Damn. Does Dave work out? He looks like he's got some huge arms.
Oh, Dave's buff as fuck, dude.
Yeah, I know,
You
right?
don't want to tangle with Dave.
No.
I've seen him.
We're
would
good,
not,
yeah.
I'm not running an Oklahoma drill.
300 pounds. I don't know if he worked out or not. I have no idea.
No, probably not. But I know what you're saying.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, well, yeah. No, but still, dude, we were having that conversation on who would win in the axe throwing contest, and me and Madge couldn't get past Dave. We're like, dude, look at his arms. Like, Dave. People were saying Lanise because he works with wood, but we didn't know. It was a toss.
Well, he works his wood.
Oh, what? This is getting a little out of hand. This is getting
No,
crazy.
I think he does. I know after he moved to Cleveland, he started taking care of himself better, whatever. Quit smoking and,
Cigarettes?
started working out a little bit here and there. Yeah. He
Yeah.
used to smoke cigarettes
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
quite heavily.
I do too, man.
just
I
like-
gotta quit.
Yeah.
Things.
He quit, I think, when his first son, Ash, was born.
Yeah.
Right around that time.
Cool dude. What up,
And
Ash?
he can't smoke forever, dude.
You can't. It's true. I've been trying to quit, man. It's hard.
It's the best thing you can do for yourself.
Yeah, for sure. Once I get.
Because I light a cigarette.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you know what's sad is literally like the whole reason why I got on it was literally to be cool and like show
How'd that
off.
work out for you?
Yeah, didn't work out. And I honestly like.
I don't
Now
know.
let's ask
You're
you
pretty
some
cool.
questions.
All right, hit me, man.
What brought you to hookah?
Ooh, okay, so this one's a tricky one because my dad's friend, which is basically like my uncle, Kevin, they had New Year's Eve tickets to see Acoustic Hookah 2019 at the Kent Stage. And they had an extra ticket, and I just found out like 2 days before that I was off work, and my parents invited me, and so they had an extra ticket, and they had never seen hookah before either, but it was like a show going on New Year's, and dude, I don't even know, like, I would never say yes to this. If like my friends were to have hit me up and there was a party or something, I would have most definitely went to. I mean, I'm a huge rock and roll fan. I mean, that, we could have started with the early years. I mean, everything. I went to the Clapton's Crossroads that same year, like 2 months before that. But like, if we're talking about literally specifically hookah, so I mean, I would have done something else, but it was so late notice, and I was kind of being cocky because I had gone to so many shows in 2019 where I was like, oh, let's add one more. I think I saw like 30 shows or something. And it was the end of the year. Like, literally went to, like, the biggest rap festival in Miami. Went to, like, all this stuff. Hookah blew me out of the water. Like, it was intense, man. But COVID happened, so we all forgot about everything. It was, like, 3 years. It was, like, not 3 years. It was, like, a year, at least a year of everybody staying home and, a worldwide epidemic happening. So lines were a little blurred, but I was going to go to Peach Fest because things were starting to open up in 2021, and but I wasn't sure if it was going to happen. And one day, like, I got a notification through somehow, because I know it's word of mouth, so it couldn't have been like a paid ad or anything, but I saw Hookahville was playing. I think I may have looked up Keller's like tour, and like, because Keller Williams was coming around, and I think it said he was going to be at Hookahville, and it was the 30th anniversary at the time, and Kyle had never seen hookah, so we decided we were going to go because it was like the first festival back, and I just failed out of school, like, it was, well, actually, no, I didn't just fail out of school, I was almost failing out of school. I actually took an exam that day at Hookahville on my phone. But we went, and I'll tell you, that's where we really saw Acoustic Hookah. That night, those 2-3 nights, we didn't know much about Mullins, and Nat Reed was there, and literally we actually didn't even know Mullins had passed away. We like thought that was him. like up there. And then Ed was there too, I believe. And Cliff. But it was
Was that the Pod show?
yeah, that was Podville. And technically people say it's not a Hookahville, but I don't buy it.
What was that?
Well, people, I don't think it counts. I don't think it was a numbered Hookahville.
Oh, I have no idea, but why wouldn't it be?
Right.
Exactly. We don't know. I don't know if they knew everything was going to work out well or something. I don't know. I mean, you got to remember, like, everything was shut down.
Right.
Yeah. I'm
That's
not,
true, too.
I'm not exactly sure, but I got called out a few times in the early years when I was like, that was my first Hookahville, and they were like, that's not actually a Hookahville. And I was like, cool. Well, Hookah was there, and it was a festival based upon them.
I think those people have their head up their ass.
Yeah, well,
I think that was counted as a legitimate Hookahville.
it took us a while to get into this. Yeah, I think so. What? I can't remember. Why is this one? This is 30th anniversary of Dubba Butta, right? This year.
This is the 30th anniversary of Hookahville as well.
Right.
The first Hookahville was May of 2004 of 94.
94. Right. Yep. So that would be 30 years.
years.
Oh, so I think they were saying it was 30 years of acoustic hookah, right?
That was before, right? That would be like
Yeah.
91.
Yeah.
That
So that would have been.
2001.
Yeah, so it would have been 2021 or whatever. And that was the year that they came, and that was the year that things started easing up. But yeah, no, I mean, I have influences deep. I actually, like, I was into, like, my parents played The Dead and Bob Dylan and all that kind of stuff. Because my parents are Deadheads when I was a kid. And then I got into hip-hop when I was, like, in middle school and, like, pretty much dropped out of the rock and roll scene. I mean, for a while. The Who used to be my favorite band when I was like a kid, so it was a little more commercial at the time for sure. But my dad would always try to get me into the cool music. I mean, I knew every word of American Pie before I could fucking say my ABCs. So I mean, like, you know, but like, I guess when I went into hip hop and I ended up going to jail at one point when I was getting out of high school, and had like a second look at life. I started getting more nostalgia from a lot of these rock bands because it had already been like 12 years. And it's crazy that I was getting nostalgia from bands that were around like before I was even thought of or even born. But I really was, because my parents had played it when I was younger, and then like fast forward 15 years later, and I find myself in these places that they can relate to a lot. I started getting into it more and more. Like, it started with like Skynyrd and a lot of the southern controversial bands. And The Dead, I saw The Dead in 2017, and then I just got fucking hooked on like the Allman Brothers. I'm a blues fiend. Muddy Waters, fucking Buddy Guy, Blackberry Smoke. I'm wearing a Blackberry Smoke t-shirt right now. Anything that was
So
like...
that
Yeah, go ahead.
Hookahville you're referring to was in 2021.
2021, yeah, May.
Because 2020 was the Cloud Bills.
Yeah. And we went back and watched those streams. Those were cool. Was that Nugs? I think they put on the Hookahville in the Clouds.
I think so.
Yeah. No, yeah. That shit was off the chain, man. And you know what? We saw somebody crying at that Hookahville, and we had asked them what was wrong, and they talked about Alexander, and they were like, they haven't played that song in 15 years. And that was kind of one of those eye-opening moments too for us, that we're like, man, people...
That's a great song.
Oh, fantastic. Dude, like, literally the greatest... No, but one of the greatest songs I've ever heard in my life. Ever.
Yeah, I always felt that Ed would write the next great rock opera.
Yeah, let's go. The new Tommy. Let's go.
I mean, Alexander 1, Alexander 2, just...
I don't even know what it's about, bro. And I love that song.
What?
No, yeah, I don't.
Oh, just read the lyrics. It's a great story.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm super unintelligent. Like when it comes to that kind of
You,
stuff.
you do know how to read, right?
I do know how to read. It just kind of with ADHD, like things will like go into the eyes and then just they disappear somewhere in the head. By the time I'm done reading the paragraph, I'm like, what did I just read?
Squirrel.
Would you, let me hear it,
That's what
Jeff.
That's what ADHD
Sing it.
is.
Tell 'em to
Just,
sing
you know,
it.
squirrel.
Yeah, squirrel. Yeah, yeah, exactly. You get it. Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter's got ADD. Pretty bad. You know.
I'll say things out loud. I'll be like, mashed potatoes. I'll be walking back to the cooler. And literally somebody will just walk past me and I'll just start a conversation and be like, damn it, I forgot the mashed potatoes. it's how it happens. It's crazy.
Are the mashed potatoes instant or homemade?
Well, you know what? We're not gonna tell you where I work at on air, but I will tell you. But I will tell you the mashed potatoes come in frozen.
So, you're talking stolen mashed potatoes.
Stolen mashed
No,
potatoes.
no, they're
Well, I mean,
borrowed mashed potatoes. You're gonna return them.
No, I was just talking about at work. Like when I'm like, I need mashed potatoes. I need mashed potatoes, and then somebody walks past me, and then I just forget.
Oh, I thought you were actually talking about like
At my house.
Hookahville.
Oh,
Walking
I have
to your golden
Hookahville,
grab
yeah.
a fucking thing of mashed potatoes to eat.
Now that would be good.
That's what I thought you were talking about.
We need some mashed potatoes at Hookahville. What's your favorite food vendor at Hookahville?
Well, it used to be the Burrito Bago,
Oh.
Ooh.
and then it became Disco Pizza,
Yeah, nice. Good, solid choice.
and I would have to say Gilligan's now.
Yeah, mine too.
Ooh.
It's a tough call though. It really is. But it's like, it's only because.
Well, I haven't seen Disco Pizza in forever.
Yeah, we just saw him at the Ledges. KB bought a big old pizza. He smashed on that shit.
Yeah, I mean, if I was standing there and it was Gilligan's or Disco Pizza, I'd get a Disco Pizza.
Oh, we love them both.
I just
man.
haven't, because I haven't seen Disco Pizza in forever.
Right. Okay, that makes
But I
sense.
know if I go to Gilligan's, I'm gonna get quality food at a reasonable price.
Yeah, and they a lot of times they'll get their ingredients from like that area too. I know they've talked about. Like
Gilligan's is just solid. You know, like I said, I haven't seen Disco Pizza in probably 20 years, 25 years.
Were you were at Fall Hookahville, right?
I was.
Oh my god, dude. What a killer fucking show that was, dude. That was intense, man. Day 2, set 1 was insanity.
Day 2 set 1 was very good. Yes.
Yeah, it started with that Black Mamba, and Matt like did that thing. Where I thought he messed up.
That was my kids' first Hookahville.
Oh, really?
Damn.
I think you did mention that. Damn, that's cool.
Yeah, they've been there before the show, or my son has been, but they've never been to a show.
How'd they like it?
They loved it.
Yeah, it's a killer show, man. I really do love it. How old's your kids, if I may ask?
24, 21.
Oh, okay, perfect age to see it. I didn't know if you were if they were some youngins. I'm like, because I wanted to see what perspective they saw it from, which is pretty cool.
No, the son's really into music. He lives in the city, New York City. Really into music. Goes out, sees live music all the time. All kinds of different shit. Really onto like what's up and coming, and really into music. I mean,
Cool.
I find something, I'm like, hey, have you heard of this? You know, and he's like, fuck yeah, it tells me all about it. You know, so
that's cool.
I'm behind the times now. You know?
Yeah, me
But
too.
she's a real straight kid.
Yeah, no, that's
Great
cool.
fucking kid.
Yeah, we're behind on the times too. We got a lot of catching up to do before
He's
we.
he's an athlete and takes that stuff seriously. And my daughter, she's more like me.
Like,
You know.
okay.
And she stays here. She lives with us.
Yeah.
But she went to she went to that Crispy show here.
Oh.
What was that show? Anyway, Hookah played. She went to that. You know, she knows Mouse. You know, she knows Mouse and
Oh, that's
that
cool.
whole crew. And she went to the Hookahville. You know, she's all about the scene.
Yeah. That's
She's hung out with Eric, and they bullshitted each other, and you know, told jokes, and you know, just last year, you know.
that's cool.
So she's totally cool with all of that. You know, she'll hang out all night too. You know.
You should have had him stop by the booth. We would have like loaded him up with stickers, at least for New York City.
Yeah, he used to do his own slaps.
Yeah, hell
He was into that for a long time. You know, graffiti and slapping shit, and
yeah. Classic. We've been
yeah, no, they really enjoyed it.
cool.
What they end with that first set? I think Slip Jig.
Slip jig. Yeah. Intense.
Yeah, they were just like, holy fuck.
Dude.
Now I get it.
A Dan Mesnard story. I don't know if we should be saying this, but we were at we were at Detroit,
Yeah.
and so the time came to they were ending, they were getting ready to end, and all of a sudden they bust into Slip Jig, and then I look over at
Dance.
KB and Dan, and Dan's got his hands up and he's yelling, "We don't have time for this." And we were like super excited to hear Slip Jig. Everybody in the room, it was like a pin drop. It was like so intense, man. And then just to hear Dan go, "We don't have time for this," just like it's embedded in my brain every time I hear Slip Jig. Now I turn around to see Dan Mesnard's reaction. We know Dan.
And Dan's a highly talented musician too.
Yeah, we need to see Dan out with hookah a little bit more. I mean, if that's happening though, who's running the sound, right? But Dan plays in with McStar Cats, correct?
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I didn't hear your question.
Oh, he plays in with McStar Cats, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I have never seen that Mixed Star Cat show.
Me neither, man. Trial by Fire, we both seen that, right? It's kind of like the JGB of hookah.
Okay.
Now I do.
Yeah, kinda.
I know Sweeney plays in with a guy named John B, right?
With who?
Some guy named John B. I know he's a veteran guitar player out in Columbus.
John
City.
Birchler.
Yeah. He's a.
He's a great guitar player.
You seen him play? Yeah. I need
Yeah,
to get on.
he's a really good guitar player.
That's cool.
Columbus musician, you know.
Yeah.
He's been playing out and about forever down in Columbus.
It's crazy how all those people like know each other. And you were down at the Fredericktown show too at Bad Axe. Did you see us play?
What was that?
Did you see us play at Bad Axe?
No, I did not.
Damn.
You guys played over at Spotlight, right?
We did play at the Spotlight twice.
I watched that one.
Or 3 times. Yeah, hell yeah, cool, man. Yeah, no, we the only time we were in Fredericktown, I believe, was for the Bad Axe, and that's where
Bad Axe. Yeah.
Creamery Station.
Yeah. And that's actually outside of Fredericktown, to tell you the truth.
Is it? Teddy?
Yeah, Fredericktown proper is another 6-7 miles east of there.
What's your favorite venue you've ever like promoted at?
Frontier Ranch.
Yeah. Way to rub it in.
Just about it. Well, I mean, it's Frontier Ranch, you know.
Yeah.
Just a great, you know.
Was that the one on the water?
I don't know what about the place specifically made it so, but it was the vibe and the energy there was just fantastic.
Yeah.
You know,
That's awesome.
it was just a great place. It was just a great place. We used to do a bunch. We do 4th of July shows there. We would do an October show called The Last Chance to Dance, although my
Nice.
staff would call it Last Chance to Crap Your Pants.
Yeah, well, we've seen that. You still got some more chances,
Exactly.
yo.
Right. Yeah, I mean, so, you know, we did a Rat Dog show there. We did Hookahvilles there.
Oh, that's cool.
It was just a great place to do shows at. Neighbors were totally cool, kind of.
Yeah.
You know, we did a lot of work with the neighbors and the
That's
sheriff's
cool.
department to make that place happen. You know,
So it's
we
kind
used
of
to
like
park,
your own place.
sheriff vehicles in the neighborhoods behind the show, the venue, so people would come in through the neighborhoods.
Oh, that's cool. Very cool. Being involved in shit.
Yeah, and then the neighbors started having like fucking street parties on the same weekend.
Let's go.
You know, so there was like 4 sacks behind the venue that butted up to the venue.
That's how Back
So
Home
we would
Fest
put a
is.
sheriff in every cul-de-sac. And then the neighbors were like, fuck it, let's have a barbecue. And the fucking
Yeah.
neighbors just have, the
And
5
they could-
houses, 4 houses would have a barbecue with each other. And the
And they-
cop, the sheriff, and they would just fucking hang out.
Oh my god, that's so cool. And did could they hear the music from there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Damn.
And any neighbor could come over for free. All he had to do was call. Or show up and be like, hey, I live in that house behind you. They'd be like, yeah, come on in.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Especially when you had enough going on that it was,
Right, but we also played really good music at the time. So
Oh.
they'd get, you get
at the time.
you'd get fucking bluegrass, top
You guys play the best music of all time.
A bluegrass, the Neville Brothers, George Clinton. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
you're getting, you're not getting EDM and, shitty stuff during the day. You'd wake up and you'd be like, oh, look at that. I'm fucking listening to Ricky Skaggs today. Oh, look at that. I'm listening to Doyle Lawson today.
Should try telling some of them cats at 3 in the morning at Hookahville that about the dubstep.
We would end at 11:30, whatever. I think we pushed well. We did it.
Yeah.
We did it like we got it to where I think we started out, cut off music at 11. And everyone was cool with it, so we went to 11:30, and everyone was cool with it. I think we went to midnight a couple times, but that was it. Midnight, fucking place was done. No music, no thumping,
Yeah.
drum circles, a
Yeah.
fucking raging party all night. Raging party.
Damn, that's cool.
Raging. I mean, I almost got arrested at one of those.
What? Let's go. Well, we're the sleepers afterwards. We've learned after 27 years I'd love to stay up and party, man, but hookah drains my energy, man. They do. My party is at hookah.
Dude, the party at Hookahville at Frontier Ranch would go until daylight easy. I mean, it was just a raging party.
Damn.
And the crazy part was we had sheriff department. We had the sheriff inside the venue, walking around,
Damn.
and they had no issue with what was going on.
That's cool. I usually like will feel out the water at most venues I go to, but I've had a lot of incidents there. I mean, I smoked at like a pro boxing match one time and a couple times. You can't.
We had mud wrestling. We had but this wasn't sponsored. All right, these were not sponsored events. But there was mud wrestling. There was t-shirt contest. There was kitty contest. I mean, there was some sketchy shit going on.
We heard some
But it was
cats.
all fun.
We heard
I
yeah.
mean, it was all fun. No one got nasty. No one got
Yeah.
mean.
That's good.
It was all done and fun. But it would go all night long. I mean, the Burrito Bago.
Yeah.
Right, that guy would get me in so much fucking trouble because of his music.
Oh really?
Oh my god, he would show up with like the fucking huge ass sound system,
Yeah, you need one.
raging drunk. Yeah, raging drunk. get on top of his Bago and pull a mangina all night.
What kind of music?
Usually funk, usually good stuff.
Okay.
But it was on 11.
Yeah.
And it's 4 o'clock in the morning. And now I got neighbors calling.
Yeah.
They would call the sheriff, and then the sheriff, 911 would call the sheriff on site. Be like, hey, you gotta fucking turn that shit down.
Right.
You know, like,
bad.
oh, it's fucking Ryan at the Burrito Bago. 4 o'clock in the morning. Ryan, turn that shit down. Oh, come on, man. Hey, you got a burrito? Hey, you got a burrito for me? Yeah, come back in a minute.
Yes.
He was a party in himself, and he was the one that usually made the phone calls happen.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
But it would just rage all night long. I mean, it really was. You could get lost at Hooverville there and just wander up the campsite and fucking make all kinds of new friends every day.
Wow. Did you ever visit Brushy Fork?
I did.
That was a cool place.
It was.
Yeah. There were bugs though. We got footage, y'all. If everybody wants to keep going super hard on the positivity, one day we're gonna have to show the bug that we saw in our tent at Brushy Fork, because this thing has not been discovered by scientists yet, and it was fucking huge. But I also heard that Brushy Fork had caves.
They did. They were actually part of the. There's a state park right around the corner from there.
Oh.
And they, I'll have to look that up, but there's a Blackfoot maybe, or Blackfoot Park right there.
Oh, okay.
There was they had caves that were part of the same formations as the state park.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, we were wondering, because me and Kyle got super high and we walked around that place for fucking hours, and we're like, there are no caves here. We also
yeah, they were somewhere in the back.
yeah, we never made it back. They were gonna have one at Thunder Hill. They were set to have Hookahville. This was also around the time of the Twiddle incident. But I'm not really sure what happened with Twiddle, but I do know the band's not too fond of them. But yeah, no, they changed the venue to Thunder Hill, and then we were gonna go there, but we never ended up going there. Another intriguing place we wanted to visit.
Fork was part of a state park called Blackhand Gorge.
Blackhand Gorge, okay.
So the land formations and all that was at Blackhand Gorge. Brushy Fork also had some of that in the back. Caves and cool formations and stuff.
And do you know anything about the owners of the place? Oh yeah, okay. You go first.
Well, I know a lot about Brushy Fork, but that's
okay. Yeah.
That's
boring stuff.
That's not for me to talk about.
Yeah.
Twiddle's after my time.
Yeah.
But from what I've heard was that the booking agent or management was more responsible for what went down than the band.
Yeah.
But the band didn't have any balls to be like, no, we're not doing that. We're doing this.
Right. I also heard that people weren't paid back or something like that.
For Twiddle?
I heard Twiddle was paid in advance or something like that. But
yes, I believe that is the same story I heard.
Yeah, and then and
I'm not really involved in that. I can't really say yes or no. But that's what I heard.
When we were in, that picture is surfaced on the Acoustic Hookah page, but when we were in Saratoga Springs, there's this huge mural right when you walk in of the lead singer of Twiddle. Somebody, and we didn't know.
Is that who the photo is?
Yeah, we didn't know who it was, so Matt and Dan, Dan didn't I don't know, Dan didn't even make any expressions, but Matt insisted that they wanted to take a picture of them with with that lead singer of Twiddle, which we thought was freaking awesome.
Yeah, I didn't know who that was. Like, who is that fucking guy? That's who it was.
And they had to stare at that photo the whole time they were playing. I'll tell you what, they went hard as shit that night. We missed you on the East Coast tour, brother.
Dude, I don't have time to go. I never did.
Come on. I know.
I got a full whole other life at the moment, so.
No, and we appreciate every time you come out too, and it's a big deal because I remember at Spotlight, people were making posts. They were like, "Jeff Spencer's at Spotlight. Everybody show up."
Right. I mean, we just, I got a whole thing going on,
Yeah.
So I don't really, and my wife is blind, pretty much.
For real?
So it takes, for real.
Yeah.
So it takes a lot of extra time, and
Yeah, for sure.
me to get out with her, she's got to feel really comfortable where she's going.
Absolutely. No, my mom's legally blind, and she had a stroke last year, and so getting her to Hookahville last year was so awesome. But I totally know what you mean, like the extra
Yeah, it's
step.
a lot,
Yeah, for sure.
And so
Well, and it's much
I'm
appreciated.
doing that and work, and I run my own company now, and I got shit going on. So I'm not in a position where I could just give up a weekend or.
You mind telling us a
Friday,
little
Saturday,
bit?
Sunday.
What do you do? What do you do?
I own a commercial flooring company.
Oh, really? You want to do some advertising on here? Maybe not.
What?
Like the name of your company?
No one needs my fucking services.
How about you're just like, what?
Unless you got doctors or a hospital with us.
Well, we had Corinne talking about Spotlight, so we were just like, throwing out some businesses. We're trying to support
Yeah, I
the
got
hookahs.
you. No, I deal in selling and installing, like, flooring for hospitals, doctors' offices, commercial
Oh, that's
office
cool, man.
buildings,
You make a
things
lot.
like that. I do custom showers and tile work.
That's cool, man.
It was it was my family's trade before I left New York. That's what I was trained in since I was a child.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. There's a huge fucking market for it, especially as the baby boomers are. I learned that a lot about that in business too. Was that the medical fields? They're the ones blowing up. So I mean, to work in any.
There's a huge demand for
Yeah.
any skilled trade.
Yeah.
So if anyone's fucking listening to this, they need a fucking career path. They don't know what they're doing in life. Go get a skilled trade. And if you don't know how to get a skilled trade, go join the union and learn a skilled trade.
Okay.
You will always have a job, and you will always be able to support yourself, no matter what. Join the union, and they'll teach you that trade for free and paid.
What are like skilled trades?
And you have best
Like
skilled trade: plumber, pipe fitter, carpenter,
floors.
HVAC, heating, cooling, whatever, flooring,
Cool.
rough carpenter, finish carpenter,
Oh yeah.
laborer,
Yeah, you're right though.
laborers union.
Yeah, it's
you
all
can-
necessary.
Any aspect of the building trade.
Damn, I didn't even think about that. That's so
They
true.
pay well. They pay decent to start off at.
Yeah,
You know,
that's good.
you have to be responsible and get up at 5:30 in the morning and be on a job at 7:30. Yes. Am I in the union? No, because I won't fucking show up at a job at 7:30 in the morning.
My man.
So no. But I see. If you don't know what you want to do in life, get a skill trade.
Cool,
Honestly.
man. Yeah, no, for sure.
You will always have a job, and you will always be able to make money, whether you're in the union or not.
Yeah. Are you in a union?
I am not in the union. I am a non-union guy.
I learned a lot about
don't-
like Jimmy
I
Hoffa.
don't deal with authority very well.
I learned a lot about
People,
like
what
Jimmy Hoffa and stuff and unions.
he was the auto union,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know.
right, and the mafia. So, and the mafia is in the unions out here.
Yeah, my mom grew up in East Liverpool.
If you need a job or a skill, join the union and learn a skill.
Oh, that's good. That's great.
Become an electrician. Become a plumber. Become a pipe fitter.
Yeah.
You get paid well, and you get, you know.
Plumbers
I
get
am
a lot
not
of
union.
money.
My dad taught me young.
That's
So,
smart, man.
and I'm just not a union guy. But I support the unions.
Yeah, and a lot of these skilled trades too, you could learn in under like the time you would learn to get a college degree, right? I mean, some of them at least.
It's about it's usually about 5 years. You know,
Okay.
But for 5 years, you're not paying someone; they're paying you.
Right. Right.
And you have health insurance, and you have retirement. You know, you have benefits, you have workers' comp. Something happens, you know. I mean, it's the whole thing. You know.
For sure, man. Well, hey, if you ever need us to join your company, man, me and Kyle, we
Put
Yeah.
in work.
I don't know if my hair
What?
will get stuck.
You want to go to work?
Well, I mean, we don't know how far you live from us. We're in the Kent area.
I'm not close to you. I live in Frederica. I live at the farm.
Yeah.
You live at the farm?
I live at the farm. I own
Oh,
the farm. Yes.
bro, you got to give us a tour, bro. What? You're at the Woodstock of Hookahville.
I'm looking at the pump handle that.
Oh.
Stop this right now. What?
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
always lived here. I lived here for like 4 years without running water
You know, I heard
at the place.
people try to play that one off. I heard that was a rumor, but you're confirming it.
What?
The water pump story.
The water pump is a real story. That's the whole reason why Hookahville started.
Wow, man.
Was I lived here for about 3 to 4 years with no running water.
Jeez.
And Dave was spending time up here, you know. I was building the house
Yeah.
and working the property. Dave was like, "Man, we really need water. How we can't get water? We had no money. I mean, honestly,
Let's throw
you
shit.
know, a fucking pissed a pot to be in. Well, we had an outhouse. That's where it would shit.
Yeah.
And then he came up with the idea: let's have a concert. Let's charge people, you know. And we had enough money to put our pump in and have water.
So were you guys popular folk? I mean, okay. I've thrown Fiendstock, but I mean, I had some notoriety in my school and stuff. Were you guys popular folks? I mean, to be able to put this together, I mean, it's still not. I mean, still, not everybody can just do
Well,
this.
I mean, I don't know what's popular, but 94, word of mouth.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, I think flyers.
Yeah.
I think Tundra might have a flyer from the first Hookahville.
Tundra, come on, give it up.
And, you know, 800 people showed up.
Wow. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about, bro.
798 people at $10 a head.
$10 a
And
head.
Eric at the time, Eric was in a motorcycle club. And we had his biker friends from the motorcycle club come up and do security.
Oh, sick.
And their thing was, we couldn't pay him. We had to give him a keg of Budweiser. Nothing else. No
Damn.
IPAs, no fancy beers. A keg of Budweiser.
Damn.
And all afternoon, there they are, just ripping down our country road on their motorcycles, giving girls rides.
Let's go.
All fucking afternoon.
You guys were pimps.
And our neighbor let us park on his property for parking.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Because that would be a lot of cars.
There was a lot of cars.
Yeah.
But
Damn,
we
man.
paid him a per car fee.
Damn, man, you gotta give us a tour.
$2 or $5.
Now, was this a temporary stage?
It was a hay wagon.
Oh, wow.
It was the neighbor's hay wagon.
Damn, that's
And
dope
we
as
drilled a
hell.
hole through the side of our house to plug everything in for the stage.
Jeez, man. That's so cool. Oh, a hole in the
It's like
side.
a 6-inch hole. in
Is
the
it
side of
still
our house,
there?
and just start like, man. Ed opened that show.
Yeah, what's the deal with that?
He was just a friend of the band at the time.
Oh, okay, so he was acquaintances with them before that.
Yeah.
Cool.
You know, talented musician in the music scene. Him and his buddy, I think, Bill maybe, opened. And they played on a hay wagon.
Wow.
And they were, I think we had like one portage on.
Were people big hookah fans at the time when you did it?
I would have to say yes, otherwise why would they have come?
I know. It was, yeah.
And I think some people just came because, well, whether they're fans or not, it was a cool thing going on.
Yeah.
It was unique. You know,
Yeah.
people loved camping and getting out, and people just loved it. They came out, they camped, and they had a little campfire. I mean, really cool little campfire. You know, there were hundreds of little camping sites in my woods, and you'd walk through the woods at night, and there's just all this little knee-high campfire, and just this cool little vibe going on in the woods.
Yeah,
All wooded,
man.
all wooded. No pasture, no nothing. So the entire thing was inside the woods.
So,
It was real chill.
yeah, no, definitely. I mean, it sounds like a hippie wonderland. I don't know why that wouldn't be your favorite venue of all time.
Well, because it wasn't really a venue.
Yeah. Would it be though?
Oh, and that's
If it was?
What?
Would it be if if we legally said it was?
It's my house. That's where I live.
Yeah, I feel it.
No, it was just, you know, it was really, we didn't think about it. You know, just let's have a fucking concert. Okay.
Did you ever
I'll set
think?
it up.
You know what we wanted to think? We always thought about making like, you know how they have the big house, the Allman Brothers. We were thinking about making like a big house, some sort of for acoustic hookah, like some sort of museum.
You can if you want.
Let's go. Give us a few years. We'll just stack up a little bit of cheddar, and we'll return to that idea.
And we ran the companies out of here for a long time.
Damn, you guys are like Motown.
Huh?
You guys are like the hippie Motown.
I guess.
So are
And
those?
it's in the middle of nowhere. I mean, honestly.
That's
I
what
live
I'm
in the
saying.
middle of nowhere.
It's literally like that. Yeah, no, it's crazy. But I mean, I will say that every time I go see hookah at a festival, normally we know we're getting close because we're just in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's the middle of nowhere. And it's beautiful. You know, it's a nice little place.
That's cool, man. Oh, that's
And we got away with it because we didn't ask anyone.
yeah.
We just did it. We didn't know you had to ask anyone. And this is, you know, 94. The rules were totally different.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't have to, you'd have to go to the park. We didn't call anybody.
No, right. They probably didn't even know what to do.
No, our neighbor came down. It was like he was probably 55, 60 years old, farmer dude. Never been anywhere in the world but here. He came down, drank on his ATV, watched the show. I thought it was really cool that there were all these different cars and
I was gonna.
Volkswagens and Jaguars in her field, and you know, everyone was so nice. She sat on her back porch watching, and everyone was like, "Hello, hey, how?" She was like, "Wow, everyone was so nice and polite."
That's cool.
I didn't like the way they dressed, but they were very polite.
Yeah.
Seriously, okay, Francine, thanks for your input.
Right. No, that's cool, man. No, neighbors are key. We learned that trial and error. I've gotten arrested at. We used to throw festivals at our property. I got arrested at one, but one of the keys is neighbors, man. If you guys want to throw a festival and you want to do it in your area, make sure you're friends with the neighbors, man, and make sure they know to call you before they call the police. That's key.
Yes.
Yeah. You get a lot further in that field. No, that's awesome, man. Seriously, bro, that story is like I'm like probably just like underplaying it right now because it's getting late and we're winding down. But man, that is like the coolest story ever. Like the fact that it started on your property.
Yeah, me and Dave lived here at the time.
Yeah, man.
So we originally bought the place to get out of the city, and we had a business idea to start growing herbs out of our barn.
Okay.
Legal herbs.
Yeah.
You know, basil, oregano, thyme, all that shit. All that shit you see in the store now.
Right.
We thought of that in 1991.
Those are unique.
And we had an investor went sour for that business.
Ooh.
Because we bought the place with a third gentleman who lasted about 4 years.
Yeah.
And his dad was into farming out of Medina, and he loaned us a bunch of money to start business. But the deal was he would loan us a certain amount of money to start business, and then he would invest more as we needed it. And when we needed more, he was like, "Nah, I'm not doing it."
Damn. Yeah.
Well, okay, well, I guess we're stuck now.
And things happen, man. And look at you now, man. It's crazy. I bet you he would have thought twice about making that investment.
Well, the herb thing was a total hit idea.
Right. Yeah. No.
So we're gonna grow like they do now. You know, all those kind of herbs year round indoors, and they do same thing sell to restaurants and grocery stores. At the time, no one was doing it.
Oh man.
Now you go to Kroger's, you get 2 ounces of fucking basil for $4.
I was gonna say, it's a pretty unique business idea, man. And what it changed into is like something that just defined my life.
That's a little different.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
we called it Holistic Farms.
Holistic Farms. Let's go.
Back then, that's what it was called.
You got any like newspaper articles that shout out Holistic Farms?
No, I might have some old checks somewhere.
Yeah, let's go. Hey, that's cool, man. Well, hey, Jeff, man, it was great talking to you, brother.
Hey, have a great evening.
We'll wind it down. We're running out of weed. Hey, man. Hey, we're gonna have to get you back on, bro. This was so sick. We're gonna have to have a part 2, bro.
Yeah, man, it's all good. Have a great evening.
Hey, thank you so much, bro. You too. And we're hoping to see you at Spring Hookahville, maybe sooner. Poe Road, maybe.
I'll be at Hookahville.
Okay, cool. We'll see you then, man.
All right, man. Have a great evening.
All right, brother. You too. Thank you. Peace. Jeff Spencer with the 2-hour interview. Let's go.
Boom.
That was gold, man.
Boom.
Jeff Spencer, thank you so much.
Whoa.
Yeah,
What?
we don't know what to say,
Did
man.
that just go down?
Yeah, it sucks too because what you guys didn't know is me and Kyle filmed a whole 20-minute interlude to this podcast, and then I accidentally deleted it.
But honestly, maybe just keep what you just have. Like with just
I know, but we gotta
We
do a
still
little
gotta
bit
do
of an
something.
intro.
We
All right.
still gotta get an intro.
Peace out, y'all. Thank you for tuning in to Ohio Grown.